And today, we are back on Battle for Neighbourville. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been playing Sword and Shield all day. And you know what? I'm gonna say something else. They are probably the most fun Pokemon games I've played since... If you're on about full Pokemon games, then Sun and Moon. But if you're on about the most fun I've had in a Pokemon game, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I say that because my thing was with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon was you had to basically play through half of Sun and Moon again just to get there. You know, like the first two islands were the same, which if you count how long it takes to do the third island, you could pretty much say the first half of the game is the exact same. It doesn't really change much until pretty much near the end of the game, which, you know, like 3/4 into the game, which I think is the only thing that was kind of stopping Sword and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon from being what it could have been. However, Sword and Shield, that game is something else. I can tell you now. That game's just so much fun as a whole. I've been playing it all day. I was going to stream it earlier today, and then it got to the point where I think I had 6 of the 8 badges, and I knew how close the last 2 are to each other. You know, you literally go through a route, speak to Hop once, and that's it. You're pretty much at the last gym. Which, you know what, it's pretty fun, Sword and Shield. It is one of the Pokemon games that's actually got more. It kind of gets fun from the start. I mean, granted, the start Hop speaks to you about every 20 seconds. You know, especially in the first town, he's pretty much everywhere you are. You know, making sure you know where you're going. You know, not that you have to move about 3 feet in order to see him again in the first town. But I think that's the fun about Sword and Shield, is it holds your hand for the first, probably, I'd say about hour and 45 minutes or so. And then out of nowhere, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's the game. You know, we've told you the basics. Go to these 8 towns, beat these 8 gyms, do the odd thing along the way, and you might just get through the game. Which I think is the fun thing about Sword and Shield, is out of nowhere it's like, oh yeah, by the way, here's this information. Nope, you're not seeing it. Or here's what you need to do. Nope, go and have a look at the town map. Which I think is another good thing about Sword and Shield, is it tells you on the town map now what you have to do. Whereas I think before, you had to read the text, unless it was like a remake and you knew what you were doing, then you pretty much had to read the text all the time. Oh, I have to say, look out. Yeah. Half of you is white and half of you is green. What am I doing? Adding an emote to a favourite. Yes, I'm just getting around to doing these now. And you know what? Sword and Shield is fun. I mean, granted, there's a few Pokemon that make the game an absolute cakewalk. Yes, I'm speaking about Surfer Edged and Mr. Rhyme. More towards Surfer Edged. Also, could we just discuss the factor of how Surfer Edged is already good enough, and then they decide to make it so he can learn Swords Dance? So you've got a Pokemon that's got a pretty strong base attack stat, and then they gave him Swords Dance, which raises his base attack stat by 2 each time. Which then pretty much makes it so you literally need 3 moves with him. Well, 2 moves really. You know, it makes it so you quite literally only need Brick Break. I forget what I have on mine, and I've got like Swords Dance, I think I've got Body Slam or something like that. But yeah, and I've got like Swords Dance, Brick Break, and then something else. But yeah, Swords Dance on Surfetched. I'm honestly surprised how they allowed it, because it's definitely something not to be reckoned with. You know, it's pretty good. But yeah, I think the thing is as well with Sword and Shield, I think it's on the shorter side of the actual main stories for Pokemon games. I don't know how long, I forget how long some of the others take. I forget how long like Gen 6 and 7 take. But I know Let's Go doesn't, well, Gen 7. Let's Go is part of the Gen 7 thing for some other reason. But, well, on Cerebi, it's kinda Gen 1. It's got a couple of Gen 7s in there, I believe. But the thing is with Sword and Shield, it's like, people say, oh yeah, it takes absolutely forever to complete the game. It's taken me 16 hours to get to Wyndon. Granted, most of that's today and all, but I mean, 16 hours to get to the last kind of place in the game, in the main story, because you don't actually have to leave the last town once you get to it, I believe. What I do know though is one of the Pokemon that you have to catch in, like, in between the Pokemon League and all that, has a 100% capture rate. And I can tell you now, I forget what I'm doing. Is this one kill a zombie? I get an odd feeling it is. Ah, hang on, I'm in a kiddie park without any AIs. I forgot I did that. So wait, did it just automatically complete it? Nope, I've got to reload Giddy Park. But yeah, so Sword and Shield is, well, I'll say Sword and Shield. Sword is pretty fun. I haven't played Shield, but I know it's going to be the same story. And you know what? I'm probably going to pick up Shield as well. And I know there's only a few regional game differences, but you know what? I'm not really going to pick it. Not really going to pick it up for the differences. I'm going to pick it up because I want to play through it again, but with the odd different Pokemon thrown in there. Because Sword and Shield is definitely one of the more fun Pokemon games, I think, to come out, or one of the more fun ones out of like the last like 5 or 6 that have come out. Obviously, if you put them all together. Actually, no, out of the last like 3 or 4. That one. XY. Alright. Yeah, out of the last like 5 or 6 to come out. You know, since like X. So if you go from like Gen 6 to Gen 8, I think Sword and Shield definitely are kind of more of the fun ones. So I don't actually have a problem admitting that. I think Sword and Shield are pretty fun. 60,000 coins. Which, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and use. On Reward Charm. Let's just get like 5 of these. Moon Mayhem. Another green. Great! Got another green. Got purple. For acorns everywhere. Got another purple. Fancy Flight Master. I had to wait so long to get that on Xbox. And Succulent Braids. But yeah. So I mean, will I beat Sword and Shield before, like, the weekend? Yeah. Well, I'll beat Sword. Shield I'll probably beat at the weekend. Because knowing me, I'll probably go pick it up tomorrow. Digitally, I'm not bothering around with the card. I do have Sword, physically. And I have the metal case for it. And I actually do like the metal casing for it. If you're wondering what it looks like, it essentially just removes, like, the Nintendo... If you look at, like, the box art for it, it essentially just removes the little Nintendo Switch square in the top corner, the Pokemon Sword logo, and the Peggy 7 thing. And then you have it. So it's I think it's Zacian. Is Zacian the Sword one? Or is it Zamazenta? I think it's Zacian. The Sword one. But yeah, so it's essentially just Zacian stood on the front. I haven't actually seen it, so I've not actually fought him yet, or got him yet. He's probably on my list of things to do, like, tomorrow. Because knowing me, I'm probably going to both pick up Shield tomorrow. Actually, I've got to find entertainment. I've got to find something to do whilst Shield installs then. I'll be able to find something. I'll probably just play some of this, to be honest with you. It's Twitter. But yeah. So I mean, what do I say? Like, alright, fine. Like, the thing is as well, with Sword and Shield, it's got that many Pokemon in it that, you know, it's not really that, you know, it doesn't really make a fuss about the whole thing with the national decks not being there. So wow, you can't get some Pokemon. Oh well. And I think that's just the thing with it. It's like, yeah. It just doesn't make that much of a force. No. Yeah, when you're not sure about when Nightcap's sneaking in on you. You know, not that I'm saying that it wouldn't happen. Oh wow. Guess survived, so guess who he goes for. The guy who's DPG'd him. Oh look at that, that's cute. Trying to base camp us so we can't spawn in there. Funnily enough, do you know what else is cute? The fact that he didn't last that long. So yeah. Nope. Oh wow. Yep. There's another nightcap. Why am I not surprised? Because you're level 23, you've got it to advanced already. Do you play anyone else? I mean, clearly you do, because you only got 13 levels with nightcap. Yeah, let's not try and play it smart. I know exactly where that mushroom's going. At least I think I do. Dude, really? Oh, dude, really? You should not have lived that. I know I have challenges to do, but I just want to play some soldier. That went well. It went totally to plan. Why am I surprised? It's 9:15. No, it's not 9:15, it's 7:15. I don't even have rope call, do I? Let me know. Damn it. I have Mech Hunter. So yeah, gotta play this the old-fashioned way of fair. Taking down now, all the plants are dead, and therefore our team can actually spawn in up here. Yep, I think so. We're not getting spawn trapped or spawn camped. Not matey, really. Collins and Meckenhausen. And now we're having fun. Wow, that nightcap again. Oh, would you look at that? What do I don't even bother. Right. It's funny because I said originally that, you know, I actually think that this game had pretty solid additions. And I wanted to main 80s. Approximately how many of them did I actually get around to doing? Well, I actually said I wanted to main a few of the new ones. And approximately how many of them did I actually end up doing? Oh yeah, that'd be right, none of them. Oh, I think his controller died. Oh well. I don't care. Free kill for me. Right, I want to go around this way. Spot out any AFKs. Although I'm gonna in Battle Arena, so yeah. Got to Meckenhausen covering it. Oops, I mean, mate, your drone was not lasting long when there's a mech. I'd really like if auto regen wanted to kick in right about now. But, you know. Just a tad of automatic regeneration would be nice. Mate, you're not even going to give us the luxury. The luxury. Be over there. You know what I mean? Mate, how you actually should be dead from that. No. Where's a team where you need them? That's apparently nowhere to be found. I haven't played on Airsports in a couple of days actually in this game. Might play a bit later. I don't know. I'm playing Pokemon Sword all day. Think. Like, we just have props to that nightcap who actually jumped over the rocket then. No! Mate, that could have gone in so many different ways then. Count your blessings for the way it actually went. That nightcap's going horizontal all of a sudden. Come on, 22 something. 84% done. 86, but I know what I'm on about. Sorry, does my controller want to kind of squeak and creak anymore? Oh, you barely lived. You barely lived. Saved by the bell. Quite literally as well on that one. So no, those are my wireless earphones as well. Like JLab ones. I haven't taken these out my ear all day. I've just been sat up here playing Pokemon Sword listening to music all day. Been pretty chill. And then tomorrow I'm told that, oh yeah, by the way, you're going for an eye test. And it's like, thanks. So yeah, it's like, yeah. You gotta go. Should fail, I need to get glasses. I'd actually, the thing is with me, I'd look stupid if I had to get glasses. I mean, sorry, no, let me rephrase that. I'd look worse than I already do if I had to get glasses. I'd actually look pathetic with glasses. So, yes. It'd be one of them. Find a new lobby. Lobby, because why not? Also, the annoying thing about the wireless earphones is they work on their own with the right ones on its own. The left one won't work on its own for some odd reason, which I don't really care. I usually just take the right one out and put it on like my desk anyway whenever I'm wearing the left one. It's like now, you know, I can be streaming and have the right one in. The only problem is that means I can only hear through my left ear, which is arguably my weaker one. Only thing is, I'm like right-handed. Well, so right-handed. I do everything like with my right hand. Writing, use mouse with my right hand. I pretty much do everything you can think of with my right hand. I don't take that in any of the wrong ways. You know, I do a lot of things with my right hand. I do, if I can do it with my right hand, I'll do it with my right hand over my left, because my left side is my weaker by a marathon. Until it comes to my eyes, then they're just terrible as a whole. You know, my, well, then again, my left ear is actually a lot better than my right. So, yeah. Probably do one more game and then probably call it there. Possibly. I can't say stuff and I'm like, probably call it there, possibly. And it's like, I never actually know what I'm gonna do. So, yeah. I can't stop playing music. Let's put an earphone in. And then I completely forget to put the earphone in and leave it in. It's like, wow. I have brain cells. Swear down. I've got some nice songs in my playlist as well. You know, like I ain't got like bad songs in my playlist. I think that's the thing as well, it's like I listen to that many songs that my playlist is just, well, I think my playlist is actually with like 200 songs now or something. No, look, game, we know how it goes. If I can't go on the attacking team, I leave. How long is my playlist actually at? Is that 100 because that's what I've put for it to download? Or what? Let's remove like 17. Though. Yeah. Well, I think in total my playlist is pretty long. But you know. I'm just looking for something in a bag. Quickly. That I could use right about now. Also, I've got a mouse as well. I've got a wireless mouse. And then I discover that the computer's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm not turning on. I was like, oh, you couldn't write that. Yeah. I get given a mouse for Christmas, and then the computer's like, yeah, I'm not turning on, by the way. Yeah. Just to let you know. Just what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. I need to run down to the bank tomorrow. I actually do need to run as well to the bank tomorrow. Which is good that I'm actually in town then, because it'll allow me to run to the bank. Which is pretty cool. But anyway guys, I actually think I'm going to leave this stream here. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you later. I'm only ending it now because my controller's like flat pretty much.